Welcome back to yet another episode of the GIIS podcast, the Smartcast. I am Sahil, your host for today. Today, we are honored to have with us Sruti Srinivasan, one of the recipient of the GIIS Chandrakan Borde Award for Sports Excellence and GIIS Academic Proficiencies and Subject Proficiencies. Sruti Srinivasan is extremely hardworking and an enthusiastic athlete, and she excels in academics as well. She is a true role model who balances extracurricular activities and alongside maintaining a strong academic record. She has displayed strong leadership qualities when she was a sports captain, not for one but for 2 years, the year 2017 and 2019. She has received more than 30 medals in track and field. She is also the 3-time winner of the Individual Champion Award in Sports Day. Outside of school, she has completed Life Saving Award 1, 2, and 3 in water safety. With that being said, welcome, Shruti. It is a pleasure to have you on the show. First of all, let me congratulate you for your outstanding performance.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here today.
What was your reaction when the results came out? Did you ever expect this?
No, I didn't expect it at all. Actually, I couldn't believe it when I found out, and I had to confirm with my teachers to check if I actually got that result. So, yeah.
I'm sure everyone must be wanting to know how you prepared for the exams. Please let us know the secrets of your achievement.
There's no secret to preparation. It's everyone's individual in terms of how they prepare. So for the beginning, I tried to get my concepts very solid and whole. So I didn't have to scramble at the end and try to mug up what it is actually. So I try to get my concepts clear and ask my teachers if I have any doubts, or even go through the chapter twice, thrice if I had to. Then I would analyze my weaknesses and strengths when after I get my test paper results. All the mistakes would generally be my weaknesses, and the strengths would be where I scored the correct mark, overall marks for it. So when I identified my weaknesses, I would plan my schedule accordingly, that I pay enough attention to each one of them, so that in the end, in the board exams, I would attempt it as a whole and not leave anything behind.
Who all do you think played an integral part in your success, and what role was played by your parents and teachers?
I think my teachers deserve a huge amount of credit for my success. They've been there with me throughout the year and have stood and have answered all my doubts, built up my foundation and concepts, and were always there to support me whenever I had any doubts. So they deserve a huge amount of credit for that. And they were also very accessible when they would reply to doubts even in the night, if despite having busy schedules. Their tests, weekly tests or chapter-wise tests, really helped keep information on the fingertips. And they would keep exams intentionally hard sometimes and put tricky questions and make it little confusing, because they were trying to prepare us for adverse situations. And this actually helped us go to the board exams with a strong mind and know that we are prepared to go and attempt this. As for my parents, they were always there for me, and they would always, whenever I was involved in something, and I would sometimes forget to even drink water. So they would always come in and check upon me and ask me if I was doing okay. And this really gave me this emotional confidence that I have, even though the going is hard, I have my people beside me, and they will help me no matter what. So they were always there in terms of preparing my schedule or helping me plan out my day, focusing on what chapter to in planning out my day is in the sense that where I can focus on, which topic I can focus on today. And for university application, my sister really helped me. She had gone through this situation before, and she gave me advice on how to break down essays and how to attempt them. So yes, they were an integral part to my success, and they deserve a huge amount of appreciation for that.
Since you managed to not only find an excellent balance between your extracurriculars and academics, but also produce impeccable performances in both, do you mind telling us how you did this?
I think you have to strike the perfect balance between extracurricular activities and academics. And most importantly, you should know what's most important for you at the moment. So I think a broad calendar or a schedule, or identifying what event is on which day and what activities on which day is really important, because it helps you to separate study time and play time, I guess. And every time you invest some amount of time in extracurricular activities, I think you should not feel the guilt of not paying attention to your academics, because you are investing in something that's equally important to academics. So, and if you feel that you've lost some amount of time, especially during the exam weeks or something, you should always make up for it by probably paying less attention to social media. You can probably wake up early to get more time.
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
As for now, I plan to get a degree in engineering, that's chemical engineering. And I want to first achieve that, and then I would see where my life takes me.
Were there ever times when you felt like giving up because of the stress? So how did you deal with that?
12th grade is indeed frustrating, and you need to vent out your frustrations and get someone to talk to in order to be mentally prepared to attempt the board exams. So having your parents sit down and converse with you, or even talking to your best friends really helps. And even your teachers, they're always there to guide you if you're like cramming, or if you're not like really getting the concept. So you should always go and reach out to people and help them, and help clear your doubts, your insecurities, your, I guess, frustrations. And then for extra, like if you have a few hours or something which you can relax or something like that, you should really go take a break, go out for a walk, go run, or do anything that makes you feel good, and take no guilt for it. Because if you think that your break is well earned, then you should just feel free to do whatever you want.
The last thing I would like to ask you on behalf of all of us here at GIIS is that what advice would you give us?
One thing is that you should study smart and not hard, because 12th grade, or in fact your 11th and 12th are really crucial years, but there's a difference in both of them. 11th grade is where you get your concepts hard. You're not on a time, like your concepts cleared, or you have a solid basis. I'm from the science stream, so the 11th grade course was really important in terms of laying down fundamentals. And so but the thing is, in 11th grade, you're not on a timed run. So that's when you can actually be free and explore into concepts and do what you want. But in 12th grade, you have to juggle between academics, co-curriculars, as well as applications to university. So you should be smart enough to know what's most important for you and go and spend times accordingly. Secondly is that to take a break when you feel it's well earned. And when you're taking the break, never feel the guilt that you're wasting time and, oh, I could be doing something better. Because you need to catch up time on yourself, and you need to be prepared mentally and emotionally to face the board exams, or any exam, in fact. And thirdly, I would say every exam that you prepare like you're aiming to get 100. And after the exam, for the results, don't worry about it. Leave that to fate, because that's not in your hands. If you know that you've done your best, I think you should feel good about yourself.
Thank you so much, Shruti. All of us are truly in awe and inspired by you. A great thanks to all of you for listening to the GIIS podcast, the Smartcast. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Be sure to follow us on SoundCloud/GIIS Smartcast. If you have any suggestions for our future podcast, please feel free to write to us. This is Sahil signing off.